wasn't even finished typing. Hey, you all see my new plant? I think that's beautiful. What's up, Facebook, YouTube? Sit outside and do this live real quick. It's Friday. Let's be financially free on this Friday, right? Got a lot of stuff going on today in the neighborhood. Got a lot of stuff going on in the neighborhood. Yeah, I got a lot of topics that I'm going to go over, but it's going to be in a short amount of time, right? It's a lot of topics that I got in my description and my caption that I'm going to go over, but I'm going to do it in a short amount of time. So, I'm going to dive right into this. Oh, man, it's hot today. It is hot. I'm going to dive right into this. Looking over some paperwork. So, I'm going to dive right into this. Hit like and hit share. Hit like and hit share. Share this on your timeline. This is going to be short. All right, just got a good text message. Number one, it's a lot of people on here. Hey, LaVonna. Hey, Miss Wilson. It's a lot of people on social media that are talking a lot about credit and making big money off of credit, selling smart credit programs and do-it-yourself, and they know nothing about credit restoration. I mean, they can't quote you 2 laws from the Fair Credit Reporting Act, and yet you are making them millionaires and thousandaires from buying their credit products. That's number one, right? And I see it way too often. And I, and so I'm going to tell you why you need to aim for at least a 680, 720 credit score, right? I say 720, right? But this is why you need to aim for at least a 620. I got my shirt on today. I make money moves. A 680 or a 720 credit score. So number one, before I get into credit, I hope he's watching this video. A young man was texting me yesterday, and he had gotten some letters from student loans saying that his student loans had been sold into collection, right? So he got a loan from the collection company saying that they want to set up a payment plan for him on his student loan. And it was from a debt collector. And I'm texting him when I got the opportunity, and I tell him, I said, look, do not set up a payment plan with that collection company, with that debt collector. If you set up a payment plan, you are agreeing to the debt. That's an agreement. That's a admittance of this is the debt that you owe. So I always tell people, it's a reason why collection companies, debt collectors call you and put you under stress to make a decision. And then they con you into making very low payments, $5 or $10. It's not about the payment. It's not even about them having access to your checking account information. You can change banks. You can change checking accounts. Once you submitted that payment on that collection, it doesn't matter if it's $5, $7, $6, $10, $15, $20. You have admitted by making a payment that this is your debt and you agree to the debt. Now, I saw someone else that do credit that say, hey, debt collectors may not even be legal to collect in your state. It's not about that. It's not about the statute of limitations. It's not about if they're legal to collect in your state. It's about, do they have the original paperwork when they bought your debt to prove that that is your debt? How do I know that you owe $7,500 if I didn't buy the original contract from the company, and I don't have the original paperwork to prove that you owe $7,500. All I have is an exchange that they said I owe $500. I'm buying it from them, and now I'm going to collect from you. How does that debt collector know 100% without a shadow of doubt? I have some contracts. I just purchased my daughter a car, right? So I have some paperwork. This is a contract with the purchase price of the car. If a debt collector buys, the car is already paid, I'll say that. But let's say I didn't pay the car. I went to a car lot. I financed the car. This is the finance paper. This is the terms. This is the agreement. And then time goes and I don't pay, right? And if the collection company does not get this original contract paperwork showing them that what they are collecting to the T is correct with your signature, look, my signature is on these. My initials, I'm not trying. If they don't have that, they don't have the right to collect from you. And he set up I said, well, hey, you're in it now. You could have gotten out of, it was about $3,400. I said, you could have got yourself out of $3,400 in debt because they didn't have what they're supposed to have on file. But now you lock yourself into this debt for $5. He locked himself into a $3,400 some thousand debt for $5. And ask yourself the question. And I asked him, why did you make that rash decision? You don't even have any collateral for them to repossess. You should have let me handle this for you. You should have let me handle this for you, and to tell them, if you don't produce this original paperwork, then you're not legally able to collect one dime from me. And so now he sent him for $5. He agreed to a debt. And I told him, I said, now, this debt collection company, if they report this to your credit report, now I can't get it off because you made a payment on it and you agreed to that debt without making them produce your original signed contract. And now with you agreeing to a debt, I can't dispute it and say that the information that they put on your credit report is incomplete or inaccurate because you went into agreements with them, right? So then I have some people that stress out about credit card debt. They stress out, and I had a woman, I had to block her because it was negative in my energy. She was my friend here on Facebook. And I blocked her because she kept saying, oh, you're telling people now not to pay their credit card debts. I told her, that's not what I'm saying. I believe everybody should pay as agreed, but there are ways, even our president takes advantage of it, that you can pay accounts as agreed. You can fulfill that obligation as a discounted price. But I asked her, what's going to happen to someone if they don't pay a credit card debt? Have you all ever thought about this brainwashing? What happens to you if you don't pay a credit card debt? Well, they send me the debt in the mail, and it's a tax write-off. And it becomes a part of my taxable income. But did you know, by law, that income, if you have the right tax specialist, should know this information? Not your cousin that does your taxes. But if you have a tax specialist, you won't be taxed on that money. There are ways so you won't be taxed on that money. And then, what collateral is connected to credit card debt? Why do I have people stressed out about credit card debt? Now, a home mortgage, that they can foreclose your home, your asset. But what's the stress about credit card debt? Well, it'll be a charge off of my credit report. I remove charge-offs all day. Tell me, what's the stress about credit card debt? I won't be able to use a credit card again. For some of you all, you don't need to use them again. But you know what? A lot of people tell me people get into credit card debt because they go out and they buy things. That was true some years ago, but in 2019, I look at hundreds and hundreds of credit reports. And I have people on my social media that try to tell me based off of what they heard, someone else say, a third party, why people use their credit cards. But I'm looking at credit. I'm looking at reports. I'm seeing people that use their credit cards to make grocery, to pay rent. Because I just I heard a video this morning that says 40% of Americans are earning about $31,000 a year in income. So they don't have enough income. So now people have credit card debt to survive, to pay rent, to make groceries. And so I tell people, there are hundreds and hundreds of credit cards out there, right? But I'm not going to bail you out if you are one of those people who are using credit card irresponsibly and think I'm just going to clear up your credit report because you're trying to be a hustler. You're trying to beat a system that you don't even know about. And speaking of beating the system, have you ever asked yourself, why do they tell you to save money? Why is that advice? Go to school, go to college, get a good job, save your money. Why would you save money? Why would you save something that's being printed every day? Thank you for the digital love. Thank you for the digital love. Ask yourself that question. Why would I save something that's being printed out every day? Why would I save money when money is being printed every day? Thank you for the digital love. You know why they tell you to save money? Because for every dollar that you deposit in the bank and save it in the bank, they can then lend out 10 times more. Meaning that if I save $1, that's why it's called the Federal Fractional Reserve System. The fractional reserve system. If I put $1 in the bank, if my direct deposit is deposited in the bank, if my money, every time your money is deposited in the bank, every time you have a savings account set up in the bank, you are helping the banks lend out 10 times of that dollar, because that's how it works. They can only lend out when the money is put in. So you empower the banks through direct deposit, through saving your money, and you're saving a dollar that every time is printed out 10 times is worth less and less. And people will tell me, you need to save money. Now, I'm going to be honest, this car I bought today, I paid cash for it. But I'm going to show you without putting my address on there. You see that LD Lifestyle Design Financial Coach? I don't want to show my address. I purchased this car in my business name to save myself, to be able to use it as a tax write-off. So I put it in my business name for my daughter to save thousands of dollars in taxes. But a lot of people, they go out here and buy vehicles for cash. They save up cash. Not only is the money you're saving depreciate, lowering the value, by the time you get the money up to buy something in cash, a vehicle, sometimes the vehicle is so low value that it only lasts you a year or two, meaning that you don't even get a quality vehicle for that $5,000 or $6,000 that took you 2 or 3 years to purchase. And then the car lasts for 1 or 2 years after you buy it. And so now I use this as a strategy for taxes. Because have you ever thought about it? That's why I'm telling people you should never stress over credit card debt, because when you borrow money, it's not even taxed. Did you understand that? Debt, credit card debt is ways that not even tax that. But when you go and work every day, and I work a job, that paycheck get taxed all the time. But debt is never taxed. That's why you need a high credit score. You can borrow money that's not taxed. That's not taxed. That's not at risk. Credit card money. That's not at risk. No collateral connected with it. And use it to purchase a house, for example. I don't believe in purchasing stocks. It's set up by Wall Street. You can't control it. Purchase something that's a real asset. Real. That's why they call real estate. And make money over it 20 times over from a plastic credit card. But I have so many people that's saying, like Dave Ramsey's system, use cash. Did you all know that inflation is raising 10-12% every year? Not 3 to 5% anymore. What is inflation? When prices of everything rises, your gas prices, your grocery store. I was telling my friend I was on the phone with, I went to the grocery store. About 4 bottles of Corp water, vegan, 2 packs of vegan nuggets, and vegan corn dogs. So there was 4 packs, 4 bottles of water. And I bought another item for like $9. That was $38. Do you pay attention to your grocery store prices when you go grocery shopping now? Do you pay attention how expensive it is to go shopping at the grocery store? Man, I bought a can of tuna, and this might be cheap for some people, but it was $1. And the Starks bag by the pouch was $3 and some cent. I'm like, when did tuna get this expensive? I can go to Rally's. It won't be a healthy meal, but I can get 2 burgers and small fries and a drink for $4. It's almost cheaper to eat fast food now, but it's not healthy. It's not healthy. And the last thing, your side hustle for some of you all is going to get you sued. If somebody is asking you to invest with them, if they don't have a business plan, if they don't have something in writing, if they don't have a contract, if they don't have the numbers spelled out, what return am I going to get in this investment? What happens if the business folds? What happens if you have to sell? We go half on buying a house and renting it out. What happens if we have to sell the house? How much do I get? How much do you get? What part ownership? What percentage do I have? These side hustles, baking these cakes out of your houses, selling these sodas, selling these salads. Soon as one person eats your food and says, I got sick when I ate and purchased and bought your food, and this is my medical bill, what are you going to do? You are going to put yourselves in position where your side hustle is going to get you sued. Baking these foods and things out of your homes, and you don't have your side hustle under incorporated, at least a corporation, where if they sue you, they can't come after your personal things. And you don't even have a business plan. The banker told me yesterday, he said, they offer free business plans. I'm from Mississippi at a local community college. Go there and get your business plan. He said, you can get up to $300,000 of financing for your business. All I need you to do is go and give me the business plan. He said they're going to help you with the projected financials. I loan you the money to invest in real estate. So why are you stressed about credit card debt? Why are you nervous about getting approved for credit when they loan you money, debt is not even taxed? Why won't you invest in getting your 720 credit score so that you can even qualify for business loans and business money and qualify to get these loans and debt that holds no collateral and is not even taxed? See, you don't understand that your biggest expense you pay is your taxes until you get $2,000 or $3,000 less, right, than you've been getting over the previous years. It's a beautiful day out. Look at that. Let's see. Try to look at the clouds in Mississippi, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But let me go. I gotta go. I hope I help you all, man. Invest in getting your credit up. Invest in getting that credit score. Invest, because I would rather have a $25,000 Navy Federal card. If I lost my job and didn't have income coming in, I would rather have that card so I can pay my mortgage up for at least a year or something until I found me another job. Thank you for the digital love. It is best to have a credit card when you don't need it than to be looking for one when you do need it. Because we are losing over 7,000 retail jobs. People are losing jobs. Did you know, for example, in May, there were 27 jobs created, 27,000. Thank you for the digital love. Jobs created. That's the lowest it's ever been since 2010. Did you know that we've gotten so much rain this year that over 1 million acres of farmland was not able to be farmed? So you don't think your grocery store prices are rising? Did you know what these terrorists are going to do if Monday Mr. Trump proclaims terrorists on Mexico? We already have billions of cars. Thank you for the digital love that's not selling in car lots now, brand new cars. And that's going to stop the production even. So when these people that have these manufacturing jobs, I just put an article that BMW robots are creating 1,000 vehicles per day. They're robots. Thank you for the digital love. Hey, Max. So, yeah, Max, thank you. Church credit flow. So, please tell me, why are you stressed about credit card debt? And if the people are using credit card debt to pay their rent or whatever until they get them a better job, that's better than not having anywhere over your head. At least you can get credit card debt at least 0% interest rate. That will hold you over. And you can use that you get it tax-free. And it's a backup plan. Jerry, send you some info. Jerry, I'll send you the info how to get a credit analysis from me. Jerry, and you pay $25. I give you a credit analysis. I will, I help people find extra money out their paychecks to pay down debt. But, my thing is the people pay the bills that hold the collateral, right? Pay your utilities. I help people find money from paying back their utilities. And I help people increase their credit score. And I also help people save thousands and thousands of dollars by disputing these collection agencies that never have original contracts, but yet want to make these people pay for the debt that they purchased without paying for the paperwork that's supposed to be provided with the debt. And they never have the paperwork. They never have the paperwork. And I hope this young man is watching. Thank you so much, because I was so upset when the collection agency made him agree to $5 and they didn't have his original paperwork and they couldn't produce it because all they did was buy the debt. Debt collector cannot purchase from you when they don't have the original paperwork. You should be honored to go out and get money, other people's money, to invest in something else, because that money is not even taxed. Debt is not taxed. Debt is not taxed. So again, why do you think they are asking you to save money that they're printing? The banks need you to put money into their institutions so they can print more money. Fractional reserve system. And a recap. So get that credit score up. You need a 720, 680 in most cases to qualify for this business credit. And all you need is a business plan. Make sure you don't have any negatives on your credit report. You don't have a lot of pulls on your credit report, no hard inquiries. Position yourself to start investing in things that's going to make you money and find other ways of making money, right? Because, we just never know, right? You just never know. Get your late payments removed. Get your bankruptcies removed. It's better to have great credit and not need it, and credit cards and not need it, than to need them and not have them. Because I'm telling you, the more as our economy gets worse and worse, who the banks do give their money to, when you're making your check into their check institution direct deposits, who they are print money and giving it to are going to be the people who have their credit in position. It's going to be very, very limited. Cherry picking. No borderline. So invest in assets, man. Stop paying these collectors, giving your money, of signing to agreement by setting up payment plans. Don't be afraid of credit card debt. And make sure your side hustle, you get in corporation before you get sued. Hey, this Financial Freedom Friday, Queen of Credit. You all have a great day. And I'll probably go live tomorrow whenever my daughter gets here. She doesn't know I have the car, so if you know. So when she gets here, she's in my car right now. And when she gets here, I have it under the garage, so I'm going to show her the, I'm going to try to go live if I can kind of get an idea what time she's going to make it home. I hope she has a good reaction. But, yeah, this video had a lot of jewels in it. I dropped a lot of the golden nuggets. Go back, replay it. Thank you for the digital love, man. Wealth builders, who scores good if you're not good at. Thank you, Max. I appreciate it, Max. Let's get these business credit, business funding, so you can make business moves, bounce moves. I'm not trying to get people business credit cards. Thank you for the digital love. And you can't look. I got my I Make Money Moves shirt on. Y'all like that? I'm not trying to get people business credit cards, and you can't even tell me what you want to do with it. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I want a business. I want to get business credit. Well, what are you going to invest in? My plan is real estate. That's what I want to invest in. Get a lot of these homes, tax liens, property. I'm going to rent out because, unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to be home buyers. They want to rent. And I will accommodate them. That's what they want to do. I want to have the housing and facility for them to rent. So, hey, again, it's better to have great credit and good credit and credit cards and not need them than to need them and not have them. Hey, I'm signing off, man. It's more expensive to live with bad credit than it is to go ahead and live with good credit.